Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, you see this all massive looks pretty cool, doesn't it? All right, you know what this is from? You can guess. All right, so we're gonna get started with last giveaway. We're gonna give away 3 books here. Let me just flip this around. The Batman #2 reprint, Web of Venom #1 variant, and then we have Something Is Killing the Children #10 main cover. So we're going to give the results for that. There was, I think, 86 entries for that giveaway. And if you just saw on Facebook, we posted up the new giveaway that we're going to do. We're going to give away the, sorry, I'll pull it up right here. It's the Batman Joker cover A, #2. So that's pretty cool. So that'll be the one cover we give away. I think I might do 2 giveaways next week, so that's why I broke it up into just one this time. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about this week's new comics. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to read Department of Truth or the new Batman 3 Jokers, but if you're not reading the Batman 3 Jokers, I highly recommend it. I'm not going to give anything away, but it's really good. I definitely recommend it. A bunch of different covers that you can snag up if you're looking. If you don't like one cover, there's probably something else that you do like. So that's really cool. Definitely, if you like Joker, Batman, Jason Todd, and Batgirl, this is the story for you. So far in the first 2 issues, I think there's only 3. So we don't know exactly what the 3rd one's going to be about. It's probably going to wrap it up, but it's pretty good. So I highly recommend it. The first one's been out for a little bit, so I won't spoil that. But it definitely is fun. And if you remember some old stories, we get some payback here. So. And for #2, there's even some more interesting things that happen. But I don't want to spoil that. I will talk a little bit about Department of Truth if you have not read it. I know obviously it's only been 1 day, so you may not have had a lot of people. Red Hood is a savage. Yes, exactly. I'll go with that. So Department of Truth is actually pretty cool. You don't have to be into conspiracy theories or not. It's still really cool, interesting idea if you're into those kind of alternate reality kind of truths or something like that. Sometimes you believe it or not. It doesn't really matter. So it makes for a cool story. Some may be true, some may not be true. And in this is kind of makes it pretty interesting. And there's a kind of a spoiler at the end that makes the whole story really exciting. I was like, this is kind of cool. Like conspiracy theories and these are true or these aren't true. And at the end, a reveal, it really, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Makes you like, I want to see what's coming up next. So that's pretty cool. All right. So we're going to give away the comic, and then I'm going to finish with a couple other things I want to talk about. All right. Let's flip this around. Oh yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that. Okay. We have 86. So we're going to pick 3 winners, and the 3 winners get to choose between the Batman, Something Is Killing the Children, and the Web of Venom. Okay? So the first one. Yeah, it was a really good setup. Really exciting. I'm not a huge fan of the art, but the story was so engaging that I really didn't mind the art style, to be honest, which is pretty interesting because I really have a hard time reading a book that has like some bad art or not very interesting art. But I'm all about like a story, and it really grabbed me, and I was just kept on going with it. So that's probably the highest compliment I could actually give a book is I didn't even care about the art. All right, let's go. So the first one, 72. All right, 72. I'm not, actually do not know how to pronounce that, so it's still going to be good. Here, let me copy this. Okay. It's frustrating. You can't in here you can't do. Okay, yeah, maybe the art might have fit it. See, that's what I'm saying. The art didn't bother me as much, and very well may have fit with it. There was definitely some scenes, and that it fit pretty good. It's just I'm just not a fan of that art style generally, but for the book, it worked fine. It worked really fine. Okay, let's go number 2. 37. Number 37. Who's number 37? Jeffrey Stafford. Okay, let's copy. Sorry. It's really annoying. Number 2. Let's get this last one here. 32. Wait, what? Okay, okay, I'm like, what? Eric Bader, okay, or Bader. Okay. 37. Okay, so that is our 3 winners for the giveaway. And so if you are any of these people here, just leave me a message and we will we'll set up pick the comics you want, and then we'll send it out to you. So that's pretty cool, and that's for the last week's giveaway. Took a little bit extra time, however, we're here. And if you are looking here, it's got let's see. I have to reset it here. Just on the main page here, if you are interested in the new giveaway. This is the new giveaway we hear. All you have to do is just come here. I'm going to pin this to the top. I need to do that right now. Pin that to the top. And just leave us a comment. It's not. Leave us a comment and like that comment. Like our post. And you get entered into this one. We already got some people already working on it here. Okay? So that's pretty cool. The next thing I really want to cover is... flip this around here. I've been getting pretty deep into the collecting aspect of comics. I've been doing it for a while, but I've actually just recently, in the last month or so, taken it serious and looking into like what I want to collect long term. And there's a whole debate on like collecting for long term. Are you trying to like make money in the short term or holding on like super big keys for years to come? So I have a lot of stuff that I've been working on, and I know that there's a lot of you guys that are probably doing the same thing, thinking about the same thing. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, what are you trying to collect? Why are you collecting comics for, or not even necessarily comics, but the whole industry of collecting goes to sports cards and everything you can collect as a hobby that actually goes up in value, are stuff that I'm kind of looking at, just because I know a lot of you guys, when you were younger, you probably collected Pokemon cards or baseball cards, or maybe you guys have been collecting comics your whole life. And we had different financial situations when we were younger, but now as adults, we have a little bit more money and we can pick and choose what we kind of want to do. So it's pretty interesting to go down there. I've seen a lot of people kind of going into this. I know like the sports cards have been really big over the last couple years, and it's been trickling in other people into the market of collectibles. Because like a long time ago, people collect art and stuff, but like our generation, kind of like, this is kind of our art. Like, this is the kind of stuff that we want to collect. We don't care about a lot of other stuff, but this is the kind of stuff we like. So it's really, really interesting, and there's a potential pretty big boom of new people into the market of collectibles like this, comic books, sports cards, anything like that, Pokemon cards, anything that can potentially do that. Obviously, there's a lot to go into this. Like, there's a lot of research. I don't say, hey, you need to go pick up this book because in 5 years or in a month, this is going to flip because the next Marvel movie has Miss Marvel in it or the show, right? So these are the things that if you're in the know, you can make some money off of it. And I don't necessarily, it's not how I function. I haven't really been flipping like that. Normally it's just like if something pops up, we'll sell it for what the going rate, but I haven't really been holding on to stuff long term for a bigger payoff later on. But I know a lot of people do that, right? If you got Miles Morales #1, the day one, probably got it for a sticker, right? Or cover price, and now I don't know, you can't probably get that book for under $1,000, especially graded. All right, and there's all these first print, second print, third print, like all these prints, and it's like, and then the grades, right, from 9.8 all the way down to some like modern books. You probably don't want anything less than an 8. Anyways, I could go on for days, but I don't want to be the only one talking. So I have a buddy that I'm setting up that we're going to talk about some stuff like this, and I'm getting really passionate about it. So I think this might be a little bit more what I want to talk about and do. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And if anyone else is interested in this stuff, let me know, and if we can talk about it and kind of share our thoughts, and we can all kind of do this together, because I think that's the best part. We can all share our experiences and our thoughts on like what's going on, like what's your strategy. So it's pretty interesting to be thinking about this. Okay, let me see. I got a question here. Who would be the best person to send cards? Sorry here. If you're saying cards, I think right now cards are PSA.
PSA and maybe SGC.
SGC, right?
But PSA first.
PSA is like the standard right now, and it's been standard for a long time. But a lot of people like the new look of the
Holders, right?
yeah,
SGC, yes.
yeah, because they're black and they look really good.
They're spicy.
Yeah, so and that's the thing that you guys have to understand. Like right now, what is hot may not be hot in a couple years from now. Like people might say, "Oh, I really like that holder from that particular card," and that becomes the popular thing. I don't collect to flip myself, but I do like to speculate. Yes, that's part of it. Like that's definitely the part of it. Like so let's just go back to that Miles Morales, right? So you could have flipped it when it got to $200, right? And you maybe made close to $200 off of it. But if you would have held it to, maybe it's $1,000, $2,000, you get into the range. Now this is where when you start to think about this, it gets very interesting. It's not going to touch like Peter Parker Spider-Man, we don't think, but that's because it's been so long, and those people that were collecting back then were not in the know like what we do. Like, when you were little, you heard people put cards into their spokes and they get damaged. So it's really, really, it's very different. So yeah, this is a big industry that's growing. I even tried to get into to buy sports cards because I have a bunch of friends that like them as well. And even if I could get an account, which I was able to get an account, they wouldn't even sell me new cards because like the industry is so locked in with the demand so high, but the product so low to keep the rarity, the collectability of these cards are, it's what keeps the value up. But the demand is growing way, way out of control right now. So expect soon that the print runs of these cards are going to be a lot, because 5 years ago, this industry was not as big. I'm not saying the comics, but sports cards and stuff like that. But I think comic books are a way safer bet because like a good example is Iron Man's not going to tear his ACL. He's not. He's going to be Iron Man forever, and he's only going to go up because the demand is going to go. So it's very interesting. Like if you think about that. Now, if you had a rookie card of LeBron, one rookie LeBron sold for like over $1 million. Now I'm sure it was like a 1 of 1 or something, but it's just crazy. It's just really crazy. And I'm just going off the top of my head here. I could formulate my thoughts a little better here in the future, which I want to do, because I'm working here, so I got other things I got to work on. But so you get out my point here. It's really interesting. Let me answer some questions here if there's any more. Heck, my wife has old Furbies. I don't know if Furbies are the answer, because let's think here. Like why would people want to collect a Furby? I know they were popular, but they're not. There's nothing back behind it. There's like no show. There's no comic. There's nothing to people to get excited about. It just was a cool thing for when they happened. I was old enough. I mean, I remember being around with my mom. We were searching for Beanie Babies and getting the mini Beanie Babies at McDonald's. I totally remember. It was just going crazy, and people didn't care how much money they spent because they didn't think anything was bad was going to happen. The bubble burst. Now, the cards are going to go up and they're going to go down, but at the same time, it's just the sports are always going to be there, right? And the comic books are never going to go away. So eventually, if there's a dip, right now, right? So if they're skyrocketing, at some point, they're going to dip, and if you can hold off, they're going to come back. It may not be the same. Like it's been like 20 years since the 90s when it kind of like the bubble burst. Something off the top of my head, something around that. It's been a while, so it will happen again. But if you've been saving, like if you started today and you started collecting books today, cards, you want to bank like Patrick Mahomes, right? He's probably good, right? That's the problem with sports cards though. If they get injured, they're nothing. But comic books, Spider-Man, he's gonna be Spider-Man forever, and he's only gonna grow in popularity. Deadpool, so like Deadpool is one I'm interested in. All of the Spider-Man characters, like Gwen Stacy, Ghost Spider, the Miles Morales, these are all obtainable right now. Like these are all things that you can get right now.
Yeah, I'm almost done with the shipments for today. And then right after that, I'm gonna start working on it.
Yeah.
Probably gonna help me. And then
All right. So. Yeah, I gotta end this up because these people are distracting me. All right, let's end this here. Let's see here.
He doesn't want to waste it. He knows he can get them all done.
Okay, sorry. The variants, yeah, that can be an issue. We've got a couple retail variants coming up too, so hopefully you guys like that. but they're new books. They're not. One's from Boom and one is from Image. You guys know about them. Let's see here. Yeah, cards were down for a long time, but they are coming back strong. Like you can't even go to like Walmart right now and even get anything. You can't. Like there's stories of people that know the times when those people get there and they gobble them up, and then they just flip them, and it's tough. I also think if you're gonna collect like sports cards, you really want to look at people that are gonna be like top 100 all time. If you're going to go long term, like Durant, your LeBrons, like you can still get some of this stuff. It might cost you a little bit of money. Like who's like a new rookie right now? Well, like I know Luka, that was a couple years ago that he blew up, but like there's a lot like baseball, like Acuna, Ronald Acuna, Tatis Jr. Those are things that you can still get right now, and if they're unprojected, I'm telling you, those are. But obviously they get hurt. You just never know. Again, that's why the comics I think are better, but it's interesting. Let's see. Okay, I think I should probably end it here. Okay, I know I see the views going up. All right, I will be back for more discussions. If you guys like this, let me know. We will talk more about this. And if you guys want to get on some sort of live thing, we can talk all about this stuff and just have a lot of fun with it. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to let you guys go, and I will talk to you guys later.